breathalyzer thing, and then you'll blow into it. It's your breathalyzer, any alcohol in your system, whatever the case may be. So you do that. I was fine, pass, boom, whatever. Take the tube out, throw it in the trash can. Next step. From there, the doctor that did the breathalyzer test, he'll look over your medical sheet like that you hand to him when y'all are leaving that room, when y'all are gonna go to separate stations again, and he'll just confirm everything's okay, like whatever, like you did everything right, whatever the case may be. And so from there, we went to, I don't know what station I'm on at this point. I'm gonna just tell you what happened. From there, I went to go get my blood drawn. So I got my blood drawn, and oh my god, there's some girls in there that have just never seen a needle in their life, that were going absolutely crazy. Oh my god, like, oh my god, I can't look at it. Oh my god, I can't look at it. Hey, if you can't take that, I don't know how you're gonna be in the military, where people shoot guns, but you can't handle a needle in your skin. It's beyond me. Maybe it's not for everybody, but it's beyond me. If you can't have a needle in your arm, I don't know. I'm just a strong. I have a strong personality. I don't care about a lot of things, like it's just a needle, like whatever. So they were just freaking out about the needles and stuff, and here I am, just she's doing it or whatever. I'm just chilling there or whatever, and then they sign off on your stuff saying you got your blood drawn. From there, I had my urinalysis. Now I made sure I had to pee all freaking day, all morning. So the day before, when I first got to the hotel, I was drinking water, and I didn't have to pee till like late that night. So I told y'all how I went to bed around 10. I had to pee at 10 o'clock, and I was like, fuck. I'm like, I don't want to pee and then not be able to pee in the morning, whatever. So I was just like, I'm just gonna hold it. So I held my pee all morning through breakfast, and I was like, cause if you can't pee, they're gonna like. You're going to sit there and you're going to wait until you can pee. So you're going to drink water, you're going to do whatever, and then you're going to look stupid because you can't pee in a freaking cup. So I waited, and I held my pee, and you pee in a cup, and then I had some old guy watch. They don't, like, they watch you, but they're not, like, looking at your junk. So, like, I was just, like, the stall was right here, and I was peeing, and he was, like, back there. So, like, they're not looking at your junk, so you don't need to be freaked out. They're just making sure it's you taking the piss in the cup, not somebody else, So did that, gave it to this guy at a window, and he just like wrote my name down on it and stuff and put it on a card so they could ship it off and get it checked out or whatever. That's their business. From there, we went to the favorite part, the underwear Olympics. So it was cold as balls, and you strip down to your males, your boxers, went females to your bra and panties or whatever. So here, I'm cold in the room. It's cold as fuck. And so I stripped down to my boxers, and there's like 7 other guys. There's 8 guys, so we all line up shoulder to shoulder, side by side, and you just you're in your boxers. So what the doctor's checking for, I'm not gonna go over every exercise because it's really not that difficult. Now, me personally, I was scared. I can say one thing though, I was scared for the duck walks because I got my ACL reconstructed and my meniscus, so I had surgery to fix my ACL and my meniscus. So I was scared. I'm like, I mean, it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't bother me, but like I bend down, you squat real low, like where your knees are like completely bent, and so I was like, I just want to do the duck walk right. Like I'm worried about my knee, like if they can see my knees on file, and then they're gonna look at me and they're gonna be like, oh, is he doing it right? No. So for the duck walk, look, you don't need to learn about the form. You don't need all these other YouTube videos about their Meps thing. You don't need to learn about how to duck walk, the form. All they're making sure is it's heel to toe, and that you have that flexibility in your knee. And I have that flexibility. I was just scared that they're gonna be like, oh, he's not doing it right. It's a freaking duck walk. It's a unnatural move for a human to do. So all they were doing is making sure it's heel toe, So because flat-footed people, they'll plant. No, it's heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. All you're doing is just alternating. So I am like this, hands off my knees, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. That's all it was. And they're not just looking at you. There's 7 other people in the room. So the doctor is scanning back and forth, just making sure you have the flexibility and the mobility to just do that exercise, and that nobody's looking funky, nobody's doing nothing. Because the reason why you're in your boxers is so the doctor can see you have all types of movement in your joints and ligaments and stuff like that, and your bone structure, making sure nothing's popping out, nothing like that. So they're not really focused on you. They're worried about everybody in the room, making sure that they can do it. So I was worried about that because my knee, but breeze. Went by really quick. Um, and then they like exercises where you touch your fingers to your thumbs, stuff with your like toes and stuff, like clench your feet, clench your toes, release them, like tilt your calf up, tilt your calf down, just stuff like that. It's just like a bunch of weird stuff. Have them like you gotta walk really fast to him, walk back, making sure you're walking heel toe and stuff like that. Remember, just basic checks, making sure you're not goofy or anything like that. I don't know, but that was a lot easier. You know, I was really stressed about the underwear Olympics. I'm like, damn, like I don't know about this duck walk. I don't know about like squatting down and stuff like that. If you're worried about that, don't worry about it. At least for my Meps in San Antonio, they were pretty, you know, they were just making sure you could do it rather than, oh, he doesn't have the form for a duck walker. Stupid. There's no point in that. You're just keeping everybody up the military for no reason because he can't do an unnatural move. But anyways, so you do the underwear Olympics, and then from there, um, you get dressed or whatever, and then you go to your. I went to my physical, like my personal physical, and keep in mind this is all in random order. Like some people did like all this backwards. Some people did like the underwear Olympics first instead of the hearing test. So some people do it backwards. But up next, I have my personal physical. So I went to go see a physician, and you're in a doctor's room like a normal doctor's office, like a normal setting. And so I had a big medical record because of my knee, because I had the ACL surgery and I broke my arm. So I had a pretty big medical record. Like most of it was my knee. Like they don't really care about the arm, but it was just going over all my surgeries and stuff like that. My scars, like does it make me uncomfortable? Say no, no. Like even if it does, like I'm not telling you to lie, but anyways. So no, it doesn't bother you or whatever. I'm like, no, it doesn't bother me anymore. Like, cause it doesn't. It really doesn't. So you go through all that. So he had to like go through literally every single sheet in my file, and I had a pretty big medical record. So I sat there for like a good 30 minutes of him just looking over. And then they just do your normal doctor procedures. You know how like you take your shirt off, they get your heartbeat from the front, get your heartbeat from the back, ears checked. You know, he made me pop my ears, looked at my eyes. Then came like the more advanced physical. I don't know. So it's with the same physician. So I dropped my pants and stuff. Hey, he held my balls for a quick second. Hey, it's not that bad. It's honestly not that bad. At least my physician, he just like, he just like held them, you know, or I don't. Oh my god, nah. But he just like they're checking for like hernias. I think it is. They're just checking for hernias and stuff like that. So he moved my PP out the way. He just held my balls for a quick second, then he let go. It wasn't even like on some like molesting type shit. But don't worry about that. He just, unless you have a fucking pedophile for a physician, and then they do. I was scared for that booty hole check because I'm like, damn, like I'm a nigga, you know. Ain't nobody looked at my booty hole before. Ain't nobody about to look at my booty hole. But it wasn't that bad. Like he just had me drop my pants, and like I turned around and stuff, and I'm thinking he's gonna be like, bend over. And with the glove, you know how they do with the doctor's glove, they go, and it's fucking, the glove makes a slappy sound, and you're just like, oh, but it wasn't like that. So, so you know how like on your, like, okay, if you picture your back, so your back is flat or whatever, and then you get to your butt, right? So you back is flat, and you get to your butt cheeks. You know like how it starts splitting, and they start separating. So you go down your back, and then you have the split like right here or whatever. All he did was just like look at the split. Like he didn't even tell me to bend over or anything. Like I'm pretty sure this nigga didn't even see my butthole. Like he just did a quick check and he's like, all right, you're good. So he pulled up everything. I put on my pants and stuff, and I'm like damn, I thought he was gonna stick a finger in my butt or some shit. I'm like, whoo, shit. I'm like, damn, I dodged a bullet. But from there, he just finalizes your paperwork. Just go over everything. Then you go to the chief medical officer. The chief medical officer, he'll look over all your stuff. And then that was it. And so from there, I had lunch. You get free lunch at Meps. Went to lunch, and my family was there, so I ate lunch with my family. And you go back to your service counselor to talk about jobs and ship out dates for basic training. So I chose my basic training day. I chose around October 9th, which is in about a month. And so it's your recruiter's job or for me, because I didn't make my job list at Meps, I have to go to my recruiter's office to make my list of jobs, and he's going to basically pair up like the jobs that I want, which ones leave according to the date that I picked. So out of this list that I want, he's gonna try to match up the ones that have the quickest leave date to the one that I want. So that's that, and I signed my 6 year contract. I signed a 6 year contract. I go in as E3 because I had Air Force Junior RTC, so that was pretty good. You sign your contract, you do a couple paperwork. It's nothing major. It's nothing you need to know about, and then from there they just had me do like this weightlifting thing. So for some jobs you need to be able to lift a certain amount of weight. So they had like this hang. They had like it's like a squat rack kind of. So it's just like a machine like that stands straight up and down, and it has weight all the way at the bottom, and all you gotta do is pick it up, flip it, and push it over your head. So like my one of the service counselors, she was a female, and so she wasn't like, she was smaller, so she wasn't on the stronger side. So I was only able to do 100 with her because she was the only one like registering the weightlifting. Because I could pop out 100. I was like the max that she could spot for, like basically, so you don't freaking have weight crashing down on you. She could only spot 100. So I did 100 and I pressed it above my head. And I'm like, do I keep going? There? You're supposed to lift as heavy as you can, but that's all she could do, like to spot. So I was like, whatever. So I did that, and I just signed my contract. I picked a date that I want to leave, and that was pretty much it for the day. I mean, it really wasn't all that bad. And then from there, you go through processing. Like I guess someone like really finalizes your paperwork, like sends it into the Air Force. They take your fingerprints for like federal background checks. They take your fingerprints, and then your file gets sent in like to finalize. From there, you go to like the control desk. You check in. You say, hey, I completed everything, and then I waited for a little bit. Then I swore in. So I mean, basically that's it for the day. It's really like, I would say the most time was just sitting around just waiting, because it's not back to back to back like I explained it. It's waiting in between stations because there's a lot of people, so you got to get a lot of people through the getting your blood drawn, the vision test, the hearing test. So you got to sit through each one of those people like getting their stuff done. So you really kind of want to make your way to the front if you want to get done like first, but you're not gonna be done faster than really anybody else. Like, so there was a swearing at 12, there's swearing at 2, and there was a swearing at 4. I swore in at 4 because I made my way to the front, but then I got caught up. Like, I don't know, those people who take priority, they got in front of us, and I ended up doing my swearing at 4 o'clock. So I swore in, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, it's really not a bad experience. If it's only bad, or it's not even bad, but just don't psych yourself out. It's really not what you think it is. Remember, stick to what you said with your recruiter. If your recruiter has it on file, you need to say it. If your recruiter doesn't have it on file, do not say it, because you're just gonna screw yourself in the end. Don't be like, like when they're asking you a question, just be like, literally, I sat there the night before and I was thinking, okay, here's what my recruiter has, and if they try to ask me questions to like try to like get me to like slip up or whatever, be like, I'm gonna just like, it's not to be rude, it's just for my security, like, no ma'am, I'm gonna be saying the same thing. No ma'am, I've only done this one time, and boom, I did it and I did it back then, and that's it. Don't be like, hell, ever. Like, they're gonna be like, have you ever? And I'm like, no, just give them the same sentence. Like, you're not being rude, just answer the same question. Like, they're just asking you different forms of the same question and try to get you to slip up. Just don't do that. But there's really nothing you should be worried about. Just, drink lots of water, remain calm. Just be prepared to sit around a lot. Just don't go to sleep. But I mean, there's really nothing bad to it. It's a wonderful experience. Getting to swearing and stuff. It's been one of my life's dreams to join the Air Force. Ever since I was a freshman in high school, I just, my mentors and stuff like that. They taught me that path to success, to where the Air Force can take me. So I chose the Air Force. But if y'all like this video, man, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to request videos. I'm also going to be dropping tips for Meps, stuff to help you get through. Because I kind of mentioned a couple tips here and there, but there's not really like true tips that I would suggest that I saw some people mess up on. But yeah, so I'll drop another video on that. But if y'all do like the video, man, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Flippo. We out.